Every year I'm trying to find new ways to plant cover crop food plots so that we can minimize inputs. We don't want to have to come through and do a lot of spraying, mowing, and things like that. We don't want to have to put fertilizer down. So in this case, last fall I put in a mix that had Hairy Vetch in it. The deer ate almost everything except for the Hairy Vetch. They don't care for it too much. So it got to be about knee deep. And Hairy Vetch does two things. It prevents weeds from growing, does a real good job of that, and it also does an excellent job of putting nitrogen into your soil. So in this case, we drilled green right through the Hairy Vetch, mashed it down, and hopefully that will terminate it without having to spray it. It'll also create a nice mat on top of the surface of the soil, and we planted our seeds a good inch down so that when it does rain, it's dry an inch down in there, but when it does rain, hopefully that mat of vetch, that dead vetch, will stay on there and keep the hot sun from baking the soil and evaporating all our moisture. Once the cover crop seeds that we're putting down now, which is a 13-way cover crop mix, that will establish a root system, get down to where the moisture is, and we shouldn't have a problem. It should come up fine. If the deer terminate that, then we'll start again in the fall. But I've had good luck with things like sorghum in this field. It likes a hot, dry site, and that's what this is. So I expect sorghum to grow. That's sorghum Sudan grass, so it's the tall stuff. It gets to be 7 feet tall. And deer will bed down in there. They'll feed on the seeds once it goes to seed and ripen. And that mix also has lots of goodies in it for deer. So we'll see what makes it, what the deer like, what they don't like, and make some adjustments for the fall. If the deer polish everything off, or if the weather's terrible, we can come right through again in the fall, put something else down. So you just keep putting the seed to it, and keep from doing any tillage, spraying, mowing, fertilizing. We don't need any of that. So I'm here to prove that, and follow along, and I'll show you what we're doing today, and then in the fall tune back in and we'll see how this thing turned out. Today we're planting green through Hairy Vetch that was planted last fall. It is the last week of May, and this stand I didn't really want to spray for two reasons. One is because there's a lot of pollinators popping up, and we also have some decent chicory here and there. So I didn't really want to kill that. And also, when you lay this down, like this here is what we drilled through, and the drill is doing a pretty good job of mashing it down. And then I'm doing a cultipacker behind that. I just have it chained up to my pickup truck here. You know, we're just kind of doing this ad hoc here, but it's putting a nice hay down on the surface of the soil, so it protects the soil, keeps the hot sun off it. This is a very dry site. It's very difficult to get anything to grow here. So I think the cultipacker seems to be working pretty well to terminate this Hairy Vetch and get some armor on the soil and protection of the new seeds. We'll get a little rain here, probably get it started, and haven't had much rain, so thunderstorms expected this week. I hope we get a good drenching here and get this cover crop started. Be sure and hit the like and subscribe button and click on the bell so you'll be notified when there's a new video. And comment down below and let me know if there's anything you'd like to know more about.